Okay, so this feels so weird, but we're back. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I just thought I'd sit and record a video and just do a Q&A. Obviously, these past few months I've definitely neglected my channel, and since we've gone back in lockdown again, the whole world is just up in the air. Everything's just kind of crazy at the moment. I feel like in myself, I don't really think I'm coping well with like lockdown 2. There's just a lot happening like just I suppose with everyone's personal lives with lockdown, and it is just kind of crazy. And I just thought we could just do a Q&A and just not talk about it after I just spoke about Corona now. Just not talk about it and just do a Q&A. Just talk about fashion and clothes and self-confidence and makeup and just all that good stuff. So I did ask a few questions over on TikTok for a change, because I've never done a Q&A on there, and I thought we could just answer some questions together. So yeah, I asked the questions on Saturday, so hopefully we've got some, because it'd be a bit awkward if we didn't. Without further ado, let's go on with the video. Oh yeah, if you're not already following me on TikTok, please do. Just because I feel like I've not took a backseat on YouTube because I'm more active on TikTok. I have took a bit of a backseat on YouTube. Not because I've stopped doing YouTube or anything like that. I definitely haven't. Just more in the sense of, I feel like through lockdown it was a lot easier and a lot less controversial to make TikTok videos than it was. I feel like any video you put up over lockdown, somebody had something to say, and it wouldn't be like a subscriber or an active subscriber on your channel. It would literally be someone who's just come across your channel and decided to have something to say. So yeah. So the first question comes from Emily Canham. Like, what? And she asked, literally, I love you, Emily, so much. You're such an inspiration of mine. I've watched Emily for ever since I can remember, and I find it absolutely crazy that she follows me on TikTok and she comments, and it does literally mean the world to me. So thank you so much. And she did ask, when did your love for fashion start? This, I feel like, is such an easy one. I feel like I've always loved fashion. I've always loved like fashion just based things and magazines and programs and films. One of my favourite films like growing up was definitely like The Devil Wears Prada. I've always loved things like that, and I've always loved like designery things. I feel like though when I suppose I started to get bigger, which would have been starting secondary school, I did sort of take a step back from fashion, because I feel like I didn't feel like I had a place in fashion. I don't know if because at that age, I would have been about between like 13 onwards here. I felt like there wasn't a place for a girl that size to be big, and I didn't know what to wear. So I did not lose interest, but I would get myself upset a lot of the time. But as I've got older, and I say especially these past couple of years, I've definitely got into my sense of fashion more, where I really enjoy putting pieces together and styling jeans. My favourite thing I'd say out of whole like fashion as a whole is definitely jackets. I love jackets, and I love finding different jackets to go with certain outfits, and I feel like jackets is just quite a good thing that you can get from as a bigger person. They just fit usually a lot of the time, which I love, and I love styling different patterns, different textures, different materials, different colours. And I would just say I feel like I've just rambled a whole lot. I would just definitely say I've always been into fashion, but maybe more so like the past like 2-3 years, probably more as I started doing my plus size fashion videos on YouTube. Ellie and Roberts asked favourite item of clothing. I'd say I have a couple. My favourite item of clothing I have in my wardrobe would definitely be my River Island Casey mum jeans, which now have a hole in. So we're not going to talk about those because they don't make them anymore. But they were literally my favourite holy grail piece. I needed them. They went with every outfit. But I'd say clothing wise, probably my Zara corduroy jackets, just because I feel like they go with everything, and they just I feel like really me when I wear them with an outfit now. So yeah, probably them. Tips on being confident and being yourself. I feel like this is a really good question. I would definitely say I don't accept myself that well, and I feel like that's probably something a lot of people always ask because on YouTube and TikTok, I probably come across as a really confident person. I feel like if you knew me maybe more in like real life or a real life situation, you would know that's definitely not the case and very far from the case. But I just definitely say is to just always be you and embrace you, and it's only you or the people you care about's opinions or people's opinions who you validate matters. I think the sooner you realise that, the better. So many people are going to come in and out of your life, and you'll know the real people and the people who you love and care about and whose opinions matters. And I feel like that in itself will make you a much confident person. Surrounding yourself with the right people, I feel like brings out the best in you and brings out the confidence in you. This year I feel like I've just definitely learned to accept myself for me, and with I just say this year I've definitely learned to accept my weight a lot more, and for it is what it is. I'm learning to accept it because I know it's only me that can change it. And I feel like along with that, and definitely doing TikTok, I've just learnt to love the skin I'm in. I've learnt to love my curves, and there's flaws in my body which I look in the mirror and I absolutely hate, but they're what make me me, and it just is what it is. So wear what you want. If you see a top in a shop, and I used to absolutely, if you see an item of clothing in a shop, or in this case online, just order it, try it, and it's only you that's going to know whether or not you think it looks right and if not. And I feel like if you wear it in little doses, like I will buy items of clothing and I'll look at it and think, oh no, you're not going to wear that. Wear it in the house, like a lot of the time, and then maybe wear it out just to the shops close to you, and then wear it out again, and then maybe wear it out for dinner, maybe underneath jackets, and you'll start to feel more confident, I can guarantee you. So confidence is key. Love it. So confidence, I just feel like it's in everyone. I struggle with it so much. I'm probably not the best person to ask, but for me I feel like it's just definitely been just love the skin you're in, learn to accept yourself, learn to wear the things you love and do the things you love, and confidence will definitely come in time. Your fave, Olivia asked your fave Holy Grail makeup items and what eyeshadow palettes you use, because your eyeshadow is always stunning. Thank you so much, Olivia. I literally use I have so many eyeshadow palettes. I have I think over like 200, which is like terrible. Do I use them all? No, but I use a lot of them. I feel like people would be surprised. My eyeshadow palettes I use a lot are definitely anything Morphe. The Morphe 350, the Morphe, is it 35H? I can't remember. It's one with like the orange cover and the red and the dark, the like bright red and the bright green. I feel like if you know, you'll know what it is. The Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 is my Holy Grail palette. I'd recommend that to anyone. I feel like I'm going to stick with them. They're like my favourite. My Holy Grail palettes, if I'm doing a full look though, and my signature look I probably do like all the time, you'll know if I do like the glittery, just bright glitter shade with the dark like warm brownie, warm nudes look, I use the Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 palette with the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde glitter shade in my lid. I do that, I use them palettes like every day. They're my favourite, so definitely them. Amy asked, best way to grow on social media. Now this is a really interesting question, and a lot of people do always ask this. I would definitely say just to be you and be authentic to you. I feel like throughout the years when I've done social media, like you can go back on my YouTube and Instagram, I've done this like for 7 years now, and I've just always been me. It's always just been me. I've not really got, although there's obviously people in the industry I speak to a lot and who I would class as friends, but there's not really points of people. I don't feel like I've ever been a really confident person in this industry where I've gone to like loads and loads of events, and I know a lot of people in the YouTube scene, just because I feel like I'm not like this big person. So I don't feel like I've ever changed to a certain extent. I just feel like where I've been little, it's just always been little old me. So it's always been me in my room, and literally sat here filming this now. You can go back to like 5 years ago and I'm literally doing the exact same thing. So I feel like, wait, what the hell was the question? I just say the best way to grow is you've just got to be you. You've just got to be authentic to you, and I feel like as soon as you're not, and you're copying other people, and you're like copying other people's content, and you're digging out things from each other person, people are going to see straight through it. And I feel like it's very easy to see that through people. I've always done my own content. I started off very beauty based because that's something I was really into when I started. I'm still like really into makeup now, as you will all probably know, but I'm definitely, I feel like my place on YouTube sits with fashion. I think it seems like it's the one thing, it seems like the thing on my channel people seem to really like and really love to see. It's finding your niche and really just taking advantage of that, and communicating with your subscribers and knowing what they like and what they dislike, and having a platform in general where you're just you. Don't be like 5 different versions of you, you've just got to be you throughout, and I feel like that will really authenticate who you are and what you want to be. How do you deal with negative comments? This is a very, very good one. I feel like I have a line where I'm like really good at dealing with them, or really shit. Like, just because I feel like I know sometimes if there's certain people behind comments, and I feel like they're very easy to see through. I feel like if I know they're just like a spam account and someone's literally going through a comment and diet like on all my videos, it doesn't get to me, because I just think like, why would you do that? Like, why are you going for all the effort to do that? I think it's just looking past it and knowing that it doesn't matter. It's just a hate comment. You're doing you. I love being me and I love doing what I do. So it is what it is, and you've just got to learn to get on with it. So that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know any other videos you'd like to see on my channel. Obviously, it's a really shit time at the moment, and I don't feel like things are going to change anytime soon. But just stay safe. If you ever need anyone to talk to, my DMs are always open. Stay safe and look after yourself, I feel like is what I'm trying to say. Don't feel like you're alone, because you're really not, and I will see you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.